can you add hockey as part of the curriculum? They have done it today in Toronto as the kids come in to see the Marlies face off against the Syracuse Crunch. Adam Wilcox gets the call here for the Syracuse Crunch.
Yeah, no question. Wilcox snapped a 3-game losing streak on Sunday in St. John's, Newfoundland, and you look at his record, 17-3 and 9-3. And at the other end of the ice, Garrett Sparks, who's really taken his game to another level and helped cut the lead in this North Division for the Toronto Marlies. He's 10-2 in his last 12 games.
Slater Cuckoo back across the line. Pekka moves it quickly. Comrie hangs on, looks in, shoots. Stopped by Garrett Sparks, but boy, he caught that one awkwardly. Almo in behind the goal. We're back to 5-on-5. Shot right on Sparks at the end of the play, still working it. And it slides by Garrett Sparks, and they call it a goal.
This starts with below the goal line, Mike Halmo with an excellent job. He hits Corey Conacher with a pass. So the puck's going to squirt him behind. He lifts the defender's stick up, and then the first shot, and then it's Yanni Gord who pounds away at the puck. It squirts behind Garrett Sparks.
Ernie waiting for the pass, broken up by Frank Corrado. Back up, shot, Conacher scores. His second of the game as it's redirected over the shoulder of Garrett Sparks.
Well, Corey Conacher again showing he's an elite player here in the American Hockey League. And the terrific placement of the shot by Conacher, and the Syracuse Crunch silenced this school day crowd. And it's 4:18 to play in period number 1, and it's a 2-0 lead in favor of the Syracuse Crunch.
And he very nearly had a roll back all by himself.
A fortunate bounce.
Pekka steals it away out front. Condra the shot, and it is stopped by Garrett Sparks, the only shot on the power play so far. Back the other way comes Shane Conacher as he tries to bring it back in. And in tight again. Conacher shoots, stopped by Sparks, and he stops him again as Sparks comes up with 2 quality shorthanded saves. Colin Green and Yanni Gord meet up to start the 3rd period as the Crunch right away put it down into the Toronto end. Reichel lifts it back the other way. Here's a chance for Finley. In tight backhand, scores! Brett Finley! As he brings the Marlies within 1 in the early 3rd period, just a minute 7 in.
He fakes the shot and pulls it to his backhand and eludes the stick of Adam Wilcox, the goaltender, and the Toronto Marlies, a minute and 7 seconds into period number 3, bring the Ricoh Coliseum back to life.
Dermott. Smith turns around, cuts in, shoots! Pick up, look like it scored, they do! Tying it up, Dmytro Timashov! That first one looked in.
I think it was a goal on the shot by Colin Smith, but nonetheless, the Marlies stick with it, and they get the putback, and the Toronto Marlies have come back from a 2-0 deficit here to start period number 3, and we've got 10:18 to play, and it's a 2-2 hockey game.
Condra turns around, knocked down, picked up. Here's Reichel cutting back in on the backhand. Hall back in, Finley scores! Brett Finley from Hall in overtime, and the Marlies pick up the win and the comeback against the Syracuse Crunch.
I'll tell you, this is a gutsy performance by this hockey club. You're down 2-0 after 40 minutes of play and thoroughly outplayed, especially in period number 2. You get an early goal by Finley in period number 3, then the power play tally to tie it, then off the bench here in overtime on the shift change, and Finley on a nice pass by Hall.
The Marlies now move to 28, 22, 3-1 on the season with 60 points. And that's a day they can send the fans home happy.